DIEDRICH Incorporated.
Appliance and TV.
Fond du Lac Mosaic Tile.
Insurance agencies, Dickman and Hirschbach.
EATON'S Plaza.
Or small.
Video Biz. At Pioneer Plaza.
Consultants Laboratory of Wisconsin.
Matrix Interior Supply at Morris Court, Fond du Lac.
Classic Kitchens at 23 and 41.
Felder Chevrolet, Geo and Marine in St. Cloud.
Team Sports, downtown Fond du Lac.
Hometown Realty of Fond du Lac.
Monarch Studio Gallery. And Quick Trip Stores, all 4 convenient locations.
I'm Dave Preston along with Mike Pfeiffer to bring you all the play-by-play action here tonight in this Fox Valley Association Conference game where the Cardinals remain undefeated in a perfect 3-0. They are 5-0 on the young season coming into this home game here tonight with the Appleton West Terriers. And Mike, maybe one of the teams here that could possibly challenge the Fond du Lac Cardinals this season. They have some decent talent, at least in the backcourt, and of course had a state championship football team. So you know that this school has got some athletes. There's no doubt about that. Whether they're able to carry that all over to the basketball court as well or not, still of course remains to be seen. But Appleton West last year was a formidable foe for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, and they do return. I got to find them here now. Well, they've got 2 backcourt returnees in John Ostwald, a senior at 6'1", who was an all-state performer and their most valuable player football-wise.
Well, Dave, the Terriers of Appleton West have a good tradition. They have athletes, but in normal we say athletes can play in a number of sports. However, in this particular game tonight, I feel they're going to have a real tough time matching up against the Fond du Lac Cardinals. After a very slow start against Marinoak about 2 or 3 weeks ago, the Cardinals have come on like gangbusters and have really been playing some fine basketball. I think the key, of course, to this team is the depth. We've discussed it before, but this team can go 7, 8, 9, 10 maybe down and really not lose a thing, and that is awful tough when you to go against. In the place as if the Terriers for Appleton West.
An interesting thing tonight is going to be to keep an eyeball here on Joe Wolf, who of course took a bad tumble up at Kaukauna in Saturday night's basketball game. At first, Dick Diedrich thought that he may have broken his wrist, which of course would have put him out for about 6 weeks of the season. Would have been very disastrous for Joe Wolf. The X-rays, however, came back negative, fortunately. And Joe Wolf is here and will be ready to go tonight. He is going to be playing, however, with a slight concussion. So we'll see how he fares this evening. Of course, as you mentioned, this team is very deep, and some very capable people are able to step in and take charge behind Joe as well. We're going to be right back with the starting lineups for tonight's game here from the Goodrich High School Gymnasium right after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal Basketball Report.
Visit Classic Highway 23 and 41 West Frontage Road. Kitchen and showroom is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. till noon or evenings by appointment. We design and install and give free estimates. Classic Kitchen, Highway 23 and 41 on West Frontage Road, Fond du Lac.
Sports. They know who is the Fox Valley's largest satellite system dealer. Who has the area's largest screen, all on display. They know who the leader is for quality brand name TV and VCR repair. And they know where to go for quality brand names like Zenith, Magnavox, Philips, and General Instrument. Serious sports fans go to Design Electronics. Design Electronics, Van Dyne Road, North Fond du Lac.
now of the Fond du Lac Cardinals to the court on a rather nasty night. And Mike, here's another one of those. Although I've always said that Tuesday nights and Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday primarily were nights for high school athletics. Here we got a Tuesday night and a not very good house on hand here this evening, although there is next to no one here this evening from Appleton. Almost nobody has made the trip down.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised about that, Dave. You know, you talk about traditions and athletics, and Appleton has a good following pretty strongly. However, I made the late trip back from Appleton myself, and the weather up there today is a lot worse than it is around here.
It's starting to get slippery up there?
It's not really getting slippery, but there's heavy fog, and it just has rained heavily all day long. Streets of College Avenue were flooded late this afternoon, and it's a little miserable.
So the Cardinals making the return to the basketball court, coming off of commanding wins over the Menasha Blaze a week ago on Thursday, and then of course traveling to Kaukauna, where at one point, Mike, I believe the score was 42-18 or something up there as well. A real commanding basketball game over the Kaukauna Galloping Ghosts as well on Saturday night, as you mentioned, with the exception of that slow start that the Cardinals had against Manitowoc here in their home opener. The Cardinals have just ripped some people left and right.
Well, they certainly have, Dave, and I know a concern of Coach Dieners has been consistency throughout the game to keep the intensity level up in the second halves of games, but quite frankly, it's extremely tough. When you're blowing into these big leads, which Cardinals have been early in most of the games this year, you naturally are going to lose a little bit of an edge. It's just the human nature. It's hard to keep that consistency throughout the course of a full basketball game.
What is going to be interesting to me here now tonight, against Menasha the last Thursday, we saw the Fond du Lac Cardinals come out here and run, and really got into the transition game. We saw very little half-court basketball from the Fond du Lac Cardinals against the Menasha Jays, and they did not play much half-court basketball against Kaukauna. On the other hand, against Manitowoc, that's all the Cardinals wanted to play was a half-court game. I don't know if this dictates a change for this ball club in Dick Diener's philosophy and how things are going to be handled, or was Manitowoc just that much of a fluke that we just never got going?
Well, Dave, I don't know if you caught a score here last week. Manitowoc played, I believe it was Sheboygan North, I believe it was, and got totally throttled by like 35 points.
Keep in mind that Sheboygan North, I do believe, I know that they were the preseason pick at
They're
number
tough.
1. And
But, however, I think that we've seen the bread and butter of this Cardinal team is to get out on the floor, get in their game. They've got guys that are at their best when they're in the open court.
All right, let's go down to the public address announcer here tonight, and we'll pick up the starting lineups for this evening's game.
First of all, for the Appleton West Terrace, non-starters include number 5, Pat Lambert, number 11, Dan Johnson, number 13, John Sterling, number 15, Marina Ruggetti, number 23, Greg Smith, number 35, Tom Manning, number 41, Seth West, number 43, Ben Vaughn, number 53, Chris Leonard,
clubs out here tonight. The Cardinals go their, what I would assume now is probably going to be their standard route throughout the course of the season, barring any injuries, of course. And that being Adam Zakis, Jeff Simon, Eric Golden Grams, Joe Wolf, and Joe Harmson will be up front for the first for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. And of course, you're going to see a lot of people coming in very quickly. Josh Harmson last week had just a terrific game in his first game back, facing the Menasha Blue Jays last Thursday night. He looked very good, Mike.
Yes, he's been coming on as of late. Of course, was ineligible early in the season to play with the varsity. Made a dramatic return, though, as you said last week.
Center jump propelled back, and the Appleton West Terriers come up with the basketball as Steger comes off onto the right side to Matty. Got it down low here, running one-hander by Scott Redmond, would not go down. Redmond got his own rebound, he'll put it back in. Boy, I'll tell you one thing, Redmond at 6'4" has some decent size, but holy cow, does he play above the rim.
Yeah, he gets up there, a nice elevation.
And the ball banked free here from Simon, taken away by Steger. And Erickson will bring it back up. Erickson works down here on Simon, gives it to Steger, round to the right side. He's played there by Adam Zakis. Give go as they come down to Ostwald. Spins down here on Joe Wolf, leads it into the coffin corner, back to Ostwald again. As they'll come back to Erickson. Erickson honeycombed one in, but a 3-second violation will be the call against the West Terriers.
And they'll wipe out the 2 points and send the ball back to the Cardinals.
So a little token three-quarter court pressure applied here by Appleton West, as they are also in a man-to-man defense, and Simon up court. Comes to Golden Grams now, out hole high between the two rings. Give it to Wolf. He traveled with the ball. Wolf had said this morning that the wrist remains a little stiff, that he came crashing down on. He actually kind of got underbridged on a jam dunk on Saturday night against the Kakana Ghosts, and here's a traveling violation. Wow, I like that guy.
You like that official? I've been watching him thus far this game.
Holy cow.
Now, that was a fellow that gets into his game.
I would say so. He's got to get a little oomph going, get a little momentum going to make that spin with the hands.
I don't recall seeing this pair ever officiate before.
I have not seen him, Mike. Has got it down on a looping feed here to Golden Grams underneath, and he will lay it in. Eric Grams with his first bucket of the game. The Cards knot this one up at 2-all, 6:35 remaining. First quarter of action. Those who are watching, obviously you've already noticed that our character generator here is down tonight and decided to take an early Christmas vacation, I guess. And we will have to go without here tonight. And the ball banked free here a couple of times. Now picked back up by Grams, throws it down here to Zakis. Zakis going to save it from going OB and threw it out into the middle of the court. Tapped loose, out of bounds by Redmond, and it will go back to the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
And this game thus far, Dave, quite frankly, has been a comedy of errors. The most important statistic, the only vital one thus far, is turnovers.
Whoa, they're going to give that one back to the West Terriers. No doubt in my mind that Redmond tapped that one out of bounds.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you.
So the Terriers, and I thought he made the motion originally to come this to the west here. Come up to the high post, as that's Pritzel. Swing it out around the horn, Redmond. Out of Erickson. Cross-court feed comes off onto the near side. Steger is there for the three-point try. Will knock it down. Bump bang by Pritzel, and he comes away with a rebound. He gave a pretty good shove there to Grams to get position. Coming around now is Ostwald with a running one-hander, and he'll put it in.
Well, the Terriers have gotten 2 baskets, and both of them on second chance opportunities and offensive rebounds.
So, and a reach-in foul here, a hand check call on John Oswald.
It appears
Oswald with his first, the first team.
Excuse me, David, it appears as though they're going to call this one very tight.
Yeah, I don't know, anticipating
nice
that this is going to be a physical game, and Grams overlaid it, and Oswald comes out of there with a retrieve.
Great pass by Simon through the paint on the bouncer to lead Grams to the basket.
Oswald right down the lane, pulls up with an 8-footer, running towards the bucket, and he got it to drop, and it's 6-2 Appleton West. Cards have not played that well here early in the basketball game.
That's an understatement.
Yep. Here's Simon for three out of the coffin corner. That one honeycombs out. High slam a jam up for the rebound. He'll put it back in. High Harmson, his first bucket of the game, 6-4 score. By 2 the West. And the backup court with the basketball comes Matt Erickson. Out of the left side here, Oswald banged free there by Harmson. Picked up once again. Dick Diener upset off for the bench there, wanted something called. Down low they go to Redmond, running one-hander off the finger roll, would knock it down. And Slamma-Jamma comes up with the rebound. Simon threw it away.
Well, not together with Zakis there. Simon thought Zakis was going to continue right on to the basket, and he probably should have, because he had an open lane and he would have had an easy opportunity for a layup.
Early in the basketball game, Joe Wolf comes out as Rocky Brown is in. And let's see, a pair of changes here. Steiger is out, as well as Redmond.
So the Cardinals will go to the little smaller lineup, basically running the 3 guards.
I'm surprised at the change with Redmond. I thought he had played pretty well for the West Terrors thus far in the basketball game. Down in the low post here, turn around there by Pritzel, will not drop. Adam Zinkus with the rebound. Adam, lead feed comes up court here to Harmson, and there's a traveling violation. I can always tell when he's going to call traveling.
That big knee gets up in the air.
That knee up there to get the momentum to roll the hands.
Well, just in over 3.5 minutes of this game, the Cardinals have already committed 5 turnovers.
I need some dental floss or something. I pulled a Nancy before the game and ate a bag of popcorn.
Well, Ralph's not here. Somebody had to take place.
Yeah, I guess so. Out of the coffin corner, rainbow jumper there by Erickson would not go down. Grams with the rebound. Outlet pass, moving up across the timeline. Here's Brown, 3-point land. Give it to Zakis. He's going to shoot the 3 and he'll hit it. Adam with his first bucket of the game. The Cardinals finally take a lead here to 7-6 Fond du Lac. And John Oswald now will work it up here on Rocky Brown. Oswald takes him down into the lane, and
they're going to call a foul here.
Call a foul on Rocky Brown, who it would have appeared had all ball. Could be one of those nights here, folks. But they have been consistent. Won't say which way
so
thus far.
The players just have to learn to adjust to a tighter called game.
Yep. Oh, there was a travel off of the baseline by Pritzel. He got away with it, and down low with the retrieve is Tyler Foster, and he's going to put it back in.
Terrors have doubled the number of opportunities thus far with 10 shots, and thus far the Cardinals only 5.
8-7 score, Appleton West, and they let that one go. Zakis now comes around to pick out high, pulls up with an 18-footer, off the back of the rim, would not drop, rebound, down and away to UD's, and
fouled by Zakis over the top.
Zake's going to get his first personal and the second team foul. It will be a shooting foul, and off to the line will go John Ostwald. Ostwald will shoot a pair.
First on the way and good, and tonight's action brought to you by Quick Trip, where you can satisfy the urge at any one of our 4 convenient locations. That's Quick Trip, Fond du Lac's Milk in a Bag store.
Oswald gets 1 out of the 2, and High Harmson up to get. Rocky Brown, lead feed down here to Grams, takes it out of the coffin corner. Give it back out to Rocky once again. Brown reloads the basketball now to Jeff Simon between the 2 rings. Zakis, looping feet underneath the Harmson, he'll let in. Nice job.
That's just perfect execution. You got to clear out, and Zakis able to put it over the top, lead Harmson right to the rim.
And Matt Erickson brings it back up. Got it down low here to Pritzel. Blocked by Harmson. Outlet pass to Simon. Here come the Cardinals on the run. Give it to Grams. Now he'll pull up. Cross-court feed comes to Rocky Brown. He's going to shoot the 3 there, and it's good by Rocky.
Nothing but net for the Rack.
12-9 by 3, just like that, the Fond du Lac Cardinals. 2:29 remaining, first quarter of action. And down low, they come in here to Foster. He traveled with the basketball. Oh, geez, he didn't get the leg up that time, Mike.
He's getting a little tired now. He might have to go back and get a bottle of Geritol for the second half.
Let's see here. Redmond now is back into the basketball game, and Pritzel has gone out for the West Terrors. I was wondering why they took Redmond out. Maybe just wanted to talk to him about some moves defensively. Zakis, nice move towards the hoop, but he can't get it to drop. Outlet pass comes here to Ostwald. He'll bring it back up. Ostwald pulls up hole high, round to the right side now as they come here to Steger. Steger coming around to pick out high as Oswald. Blocked by Brown, but the retrieve comes off into the hands of Erickson. And make that Steger. And he had it knocked away from him and out of bounds, but we'll go back to Appleton West. Boy, Rocky Brown with a...
Yeah, the Rock is all over the court right now, defensively, very active with the hands.
And here's Greg Hunick into the basketball game as Ostwald will come out.
And also
Josh Harmson will come in, and Golden Grams will take a breather. I think about half to three-quarters of that team was out at that Springs-Winnebago game last night, Mike. Taking in the inter-city rivalry as the ball banged free here by Joe Harmson. Josh cannot save it from going out of bounds, however.
Good hustle by Josh, extended himself in a dive in the court. Reminger in off the bench.
Jason will come in for the Sundance Kid. Jeff Simon will sit down. So the Cardinals now with only 2 initial starters remaining in the game, and an alley-oop feed comes cross court here to Redmond, and he'll pop it in. 12-11, Appleton West sticking like glue. Cardinals could use a test like this, however, as Zekas works it out, circle to the near side. Adam reloads now, give it to Reminger. Reminger, well, I don't know what he was looking for there. If he was expecting Harmson to pop up,
or if he's expecting Rocky to go down.
Come down, one of the two, neither one of them move.
Kind of split the difference, and the ball just goes harmlessly OB.
1:20 remaining here in the first quarter of action. The Terrors can take the lead back once again. Steger, Zekas all over him. Now he takes the baseline on Adam, running one-hander, blocked by Harmson out of bounds.
Good help defensively as both Harmsons come down to the baseline to cut off.
So the West Terrors will inbound underneath their own bucket on the side right. And they come in to Steger. Leaves it right back, now going to take the shot. No, he's not. Erickson now coming around, pulls up in the lane with a 12-footer, leading it in, and he got it to go.
And the Terrors bound back on a seesaw battle. They'll take a 13-12 lead with 54 seconds in quarter number 1.
Reminger bumping and bang, and the foul will be called on Tom Steger. Steger with his first, only the second team. Mike, we were talking about them calling it close. Really, only 4 total fouls have been called here in the first quarter of action. Joe Wolf will come in. Adam Zekas will come out. This has got to be almost a nightmare if you are an opposing coach. And the ball stripped free here by Steger. He took it away from Reminger. Coming in is Steger. He had to change his shot because Joe Wolf was there. Rebound comes off underneath. Steger goes up again. This time he is fouled either by Josh or Joe Wolf. Joe Wolf is going to get the personal. Joe with his first 13th foul, but so many offensive weapons, Mike. And if you're going to play man-to-man defense and you want to say, okay, my best defensive man has to go on this guy, right.
Yeah. If you go out and scout the Cardinals, it's just got to be a nightmare. You see so many potential weapons on this club.
Would you try to man-to-man this team? Seriously, I as an opposing coach, I don't think I don't know. Even attempted. I guess
I think they've got so much quickness in so many places that they can really hurt you on it. But you can lay back in that zone, and they potentially have guys that can pop the 3 on you. So you look at maybe try a matchup.
Yeah,
you show both, and
right.
And you can try to confuse them a little bit.
Break it out of a 1-3-1 or something like that.
Right.
So up high here, Joe Wolf. They got a pair of free throws there, and West has their biggest lead of the game at 15. No, I guess they led by 4 earlier, didn't they? At 6-2. But it is 15-12 here now with 18 seconds remaining in the quarter. Here's Wolf. Takes it down, free throw line extended, pulls up off the glass, won't drop. Josh Harmson back hard in the hoop, and he'll put it in.
Down to 5 seconds in the quarter.
And they'll get a shot away. It will not go down. Josh with the rebound, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter of action. And our score here after 1 quarter of play from the Goodrich High Gymnasium is Fond du Lac trailing Appleton West. It is the Terrors 15, Fond du Lac 14. Back after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball report.
Building or rebuilding, DIEDRICH Interior is your quality source for kitchen and bath cabinetry, cabinet refacing, countertops, and closet systems. We feature hardwood windows which boast the highest Insul 8 value in the industry. Matrix Interior Supply, Morris Court, Fond du Lac.
Marine Credit Union is there to serve all your financial needs. With low-interest loans and flexible terms, borrowing money is easy. With savings accounts, certificates of deposit, money management accounts, IRAs, and Christmas Club savings, putting money away for upcoming needs or retirement is simple. And with direct deposit or payroll deduction, saving or making payments are even more convenient. So stop in to any one of our 3 full-service offices, located in Fond du Lac, North Fond du Lac, and Waupun, to serve you better.
As we head into the quarter of action quickly, the Cardinals 6 for 11 for 50% from the field. The Terrors for 16, 38%. Cardinals and Terrors split a total of 16 rebounds, I should say. Fondy with 7 turnovers and 5 for West.
As Joe Harmson spins down after taking a looping feed and drops one down through the hoop, and it's 16-15, and high slam-a-jamma there with his 6th point of the basketball game. Turn around here from Fritzl. Fritzl line extended it, it's good. So they just keep coming right back at the Cardinals here as Rocky Brown brings it back up. Looping feed again, got the give-go inside to Harmson. The bucket will be gone, and a foul underneath. And I think this one's going to go on Redmond.
Dave, I'll tell you, from a defensive standpoint, if you're going to front Joe Harmson, you better get some weak side defense there, because the Cardinals are going to eat you up alive on that particular lob across the top. It's exactly what they did, and they had absolutely nobody there for weak side help.
Well, I'll tell you something else. If he's going to try and front him, he'd better front him a little better than what he's doing. He's actually playing. He's on the hip, and he's up towards the free throw line. He's on the wrong side to tap it off.
Yep. He's caught no man's land where he is.
Right. He's on the exact side where you want him to be. He's playing right into Joe's hands right there. And Joe does not connect on the three-point thing, though. And it's 18-17 in favor of the Fond du Lac Cardinals. UBs, as he comes between the 2 rings. Looking down now, slaps one down to the post, blocked there by Harmson, and high slam-a-jam up for the rebound. Give it to Simon, here come the Cardinals on the run, grabs to the near side, Wolf, hey, overline it! Boy, that was as pretty a fast break as you're gonna get, but Joe's gotta put that thing in the hole.
Yep. Well, I'm sure there's probably a few butterflies as a result of that tumble he took here last week. And
Joe Wolf? He's not the one that went down. Harmson's the one that went down. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, Wolf went down.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe that's probably why. Well, he went up with the left wrist. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. As here's Harmson turning off at a baseline, can't hit the shot. Rebound down and away to Ostwald.
6:19 to go in the first half. The Cardinals with a slim 1-point edge at 18-17.
Running one-hander to the lane, blocked by Slamajama. And Rocky Brown will bring it back up with 6:07 remaining here in the half. Wolf, they got a double up on him. Now he's going to take it to the hoop. Running one-hander here. It's good. Joe Wolf. Yeah, I have to take back everything I said. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking Joe Harmson all the way.
Oh,
okay. At any rate, oh, nice feed down here to the baseline. Rebound to Redmond, and Wolf is going to pick up his 2nd personal. Joe Wolf with his 2nd personal foul, the 4th team. And this one is going to send Scott Redmond to the free throw line. Adam Sakis comes in. Joe Wolf is going to come out. So Redmond will shoot a pair. We have 5:45 remaining here in the first half of action. Cardinals leading it by 3, and the first is good by Redmond.
Today's game brought to you by Silica Appliance and TV, where you can see the new fall lineup of big screen TVs from Zenith, Quasar, Sylvania, Toshiba, and Sharp at Silica Appliance and TV for big screen TVs you can depend on.
5 minutes, 45 seconds remaining here in the first half of action, and West is back to within 1 at 20-19. Rocky Brown works the left side sidewalk, trying to work off a pick there. Now brings it back out to Simon. He's looking for Zakis to come out and help out, and he does. Now post up to Grams, go back down to Harmson. The ball banged free, but picked off the floor by Simon again. Grams now working outside, and they're going to call They're going to call Pritzel for working off the hip of Golden Grams. Pritzel will get his first. That'll be the 13th foul. Cardinals will inbound underneath their own bucket. Leading it here by 1 at 20-19. Got it in low here to Harmson.
Yep.
Turns.
Ooh.
Oh! Finger rolled it in, and it popped back out, and the rebound away to Scott Redmond. Go back up court with the basketball now. Here is Erickson. Erickson around to the right side. Give it to Oswald. UB's now hole high. Foul away from the
3
ball.
seconds.
No, a 3-second violation. Apparently whistled on Scott Redmond. Here's Stager now back into the basketball game for the West Terrors. And let's see, they get Redmond out as well, and back in is Tyler Foster. So 5:05 remaining, and Rocky Brown brings it back up. Give it to Simon. Simon played here by Stager, swinging between the two rings to the rock on the near side. And the back out hole high now. It's Adam Zakis with the basketball. Wow, as Grams turned around and looked the other way. Now, the Cardinals are going to get lucky here.
Yep, they're going to get the benefit of this one, and the Cardinals will inbound it. They're going to say it went off Pritzel.
It did. It went off Pritzel. He just could not save it, and Grams had turned his back about the time the pass came to him. Zakis swings between the two rings. Simon going to shoot for three.
Simon, as of late, has found the range for that three-point line.
4:35 remaining here in the half. And posting up in the lane, Ostwald. Fall away jumper from 15, and it's good.
That was a tough pull-up shot in the paint off the dead run.
So, Rocky Brown back up court. Swings it off onto the near side now. It is Simon. Got a pick outside from Golden. Looping feed down low to the block to Harmson. Back out. Zakis shoots for three. And again, Adam hits it. His second three-pointer of the basketball game. Cards have opened up a 5-point, 26-21 lead.
That's why it would be tough to just go to a solid zone against this team, because I think they could eat you up in that three-pointer.
Down low to the block. Coming to the hoop. Running one-handed. Good. And high. Harmson will get the foul.
Well, Joe coming in, weak side, trying to pick up. Grams goes for the steal and comes up empty. So therefore, Joe helping out defensively on Pritzel, but picks up the foul.
Here's Josh Harmson back in, as Joe Harmson will come out. And off to the free throw line goes Chris Pritzel, a senior at 6'3". He has 4 points in the basketball game. Trying to complete a three-point play. Here it does. And they've drawn back to within 2 again at 26-24. Rocky Brown comes to Sundance here to the near side sidewalk. Swing between the two rings now. Zakis leaning in off the glass. Rebound to Grams underneath. Had it stripped free by Stager. Stager back up court and
double dribble.
Double dribble the basketball. Yep. Now, give West credit, Mike. They have scrapped their way to stay close in this basketball game, only trailing it by 2.
Yeah, they're playing real well, and as you said, the Cards need a good stiff test.
Well, the Cardinals have, what West has done is they have really forced the Cardinal action, I think, quite a bit outside. They have made them work outside that hash mark, okay? As they get it down here to Zakis off of the baseline, can't hit the shot. And once the ball has come down underneath, unless we've gotten it to Harmson, it's been tough to put it in.
And also, West has done an excellent job on the boards.
Out to the right side, Tom Stager got it down here to Foster, goes up and puts it in. Josh Harmson skying high, looking for a block there, but couldn't get it.
And they've connected also on their last 3 shots.
So after trailing by 5, the West Terrors have tied up the basketball game. Up high post now is Grams, puts it down low to Josh. Out high here is Rocky Brown. 3-point try there would not go. Tapped up, picked up by Golden, running one-hander is good. Golden grabs his second bucket of the game, picking up some loose change after it was tapped free.
Yep, and that's where it was all set up, Dave. That tap, I'm not sure if that was Harmson that couldn't get the ball clean, but he tapped it right to Golden Grams.
Here's Foster off the glass, no good. Stager leaves on a look-away pass now for Pritzel. Good. Foul is going to be on Adam Zakis. Pritzel has really come alive here for the Terrors in this quarter. He has 7 points, can make it 8 here, and the Terrors can take the lead back once again. Obina Udiz back into the basketball game. He is a sophomore at 5'11", wearing number 15. And to the free throw line, Pritzel bangs down another one.
And up off the Pines quickly, Joe Harmson checks right back in for Zakis.
Zake had picked up his second personal foul, and therein lies the reason for that. He'll sit down probably for the remainder of the half with 6 points here in the basketball game. Kind of a standing rule of Dick Diener's, unless he really feels that he has to get you back in there. You pick up your second personal, you're going to sit down. Josh is bumped here by Oswald. And John Oswald picking up his second personal foul. Josh Harmson will go to the free throw line. He should be shooting a pair here.
And he will.
Yeah, they only have 5 team fouls. First is good by Josh.
And his game brought to you by Design Electronics. They invite you to view their incredible selection of big screen TVs. Shop now, save big at Design Electronics, located on Van Dyne Road between Fond du Lac and North Fond du Lac.
Josh with a pair from the line. Fond du Lac on a seesaw thing takes the lead back once again. UB's out on the right side as they come back out here now. It is Hunick. Got it down low to Foster. Turns, falls away over the top of Joe Harmson, and he put it in. Nothing but net.
Give West some credit. They've made some good shots in this game.
And some tough ones.
Yes.
Looping feed down here to Harmson. Knocked away and out of bounds. Or are they going to call a foul here?
I think we got a foul from the weak side. Yep.
Well,
the outside official came in late and whistled the foul. The near official called just ball OB. That should be a shooting foul. I think I'm going to call 2 on it. Joe going to the basket.
Erickson picks up his first personal. Kind of disagree with the call, and especially from the position that it was called in.
Well, officials have to work as a team, and if the out man sees something that the inside guy didn't, he should get out there and call it.
Well, Joe having his problems from the free throw line once again. He is now 0 for 3. And the backup court, UB's here to the near side and threw it away. I don't know why Foster pulled the hands back. I don't know if he thought for some reason or another that a Cardinal had touched that basketball. No one was close to it, and he just let it go out of bounds. So 1:34 remaining here in the half. Rocky Brown. Oh my, there's a closely guarded 5.
Well, the Cardinals doing a lot of moving, but nobody was moving towards the ball. They're all moving away from Brown. You've got to get over there and help him out, come to the ball and meet it.
Yeah, about the only place that Rocky had to go would have been if he just would have sent the high looping feed up to Slamma-Jamma there at the the low post. Erickson right down the lane, pump fake, and he hits the shot from 12.
And a foul.
Steger's going to get this one in the backcourt, his second. That will be the 6th team. And we're going to go to the free throw line.
Terrors have really warmed up here late in the second half and hit 6 of their last 7 opportunities.
Jeff Simon with 3 points in the basketball game. This will be his first trip to the line tonight. And Jeff, normally a very good free throw shooter. Can get the Cardinals back to within 1 here with a pair.
Spees Painting and Decorating. From sign lettering to spray painting, Spees Painting and Decorating can handle all your residential, commercial, and industrial needs. No job is too large or too small for Spees Painting and Decorating.
So the lead is 1 for Appleton West. And here's Pritzel, comes around Josh Harmson, and he honeycombed one out. The second shot off the rebound, blocked by Joe. Give it to Simon, 1:04 remaining. Sundance quickly into the forecourt to Josh Harmson, running one-hander. Offensive foul, Josh Harmson.
Yep.
Josh with his first personal.
Terrors did a good job of cutting off the baseline. Good position established. No doubt about that one. Quickly,
and
here comes
Wolf
Wolf
back in.
Stay tuned at halftime. We'll bring you the fabulous pom-pom squad from DIEDRICH High School.
Well, the backs of them anyway.
Yeah, they just don't seem to like to turn around and look at us.
Got to get them to do that routine to the other side once in a while. John Oswald is back into the basketball game as Greg Hunick comes out now for the West Terrors. 33-32 with 1 minute remaining in the half. And Appleton West has done well here in this first half of action. Stager to the left side sidewalk. Circle high now. Here is Ostwald. Leave it out between the two rings. Out to the right side. And a back out to Ostwald again. He is played there by Wolf.
I think they're going to look for one shot here, Dave. They're very patient.
It almost looks like it, doesn't it?
Yep, down to 35 seconds.
Way high post. Now swing it down to the left side again is Pritzel. Coming around to get it is Erickson.
They're just running the wheel. Just take some time off.
Loose underneath here is Stager. Now he's going to reload it
3
again.
seconds.
And a 3-second violation. Yep.
A big mistake.
Yeah, that backfired after they had taken about 35 seconds off of the clock to then come away with not even getting a shot off. And Jeff Simon finally gets over to inbound the basketball to Rocky Brown. Again, the three-quarter court pressure. The Rock, as he comes out circle high to the near side. Now they try to touch pass. They're trying to come to Wolf. The ball tapped free, picked up, coming down court. Here is Erickson, and he's going to lay it in. Well, they got it back again anyway. And they're trying to come down to Joe Harmson, tipped free by Ostwald. 2 seconds to go. A 25-footer is good.
Is it a 2 or a 3? 2. It's only a 2.
Was he inside the strike line?
I
Holy
believe so.
cow.
I believe so.
I find that hard to believe that he had gotten down inside the stripe there. I thought he was still out. Who got that anyway? Was that Stager?
I think it was Stager.
I think it was Stager who got it. Okay. And at halftime, our score here is the Appleton West Terrors 37 and the Fond du Lac Cardinals 32. And we'll be back here at the Goodrich High Gymnasium after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball report.
More pond to serve you better.
You depend on you can. We're famous for our service, for the products we bring to you.
Silica Appliance and TV would like to wish all our local sports teams the best of luck this year. We would also like to remind you of our Maytag Factory Authorized Sale. Take advantage of Maytag Factory discounts available now at Silica Appliance and TV.
Once again, welcome back to Goodrich High School. We're at halftime. Fond du Lac Cardinals trailing the West Terrors 37-32. Right now, entertainment provided by the award-winning Fond du Lac Goodrich Pom Pom Squad. The Goodrich Pom Pom Squad, as always, entertaining the crowd here at halftime, where it has been a very interesting first half of basketball, to say the very least. The Cardinals find themselves in an unfamiliar position, trailing the Appleton West Terrors 37-32. I'll be right back to tell you how we've gotten that far with all the stats and statistics and the scoring leaders right after this on your Cardinal Basketball Report.
to think all video rental places were the same. I mean, there's videos and that's it, right? Then I went to Video Biz at the Pioneer Plaza. They have a huge selection of videos, both for rent and for sale. They offer VCR rentals and cleaning. They sell CDs and cassettes. They have all kinds of the latest video games. They even sell pizza, by the pie and by the slice. Stop in and see the folks at Video Biz in the Pioneer Plaza. You'll wonder why you went anywhere else.
Back-to-school savings are now in progress at the Athlete's Foot, located at the Forest Mall. Take advantage of huge savings on the name brands you want, now at prices you'll love. The Athlete's Foot, Forest Mall, Fond du Lac. Team uniforms, bowling shirts, gym suits, volleyball shirts, soccer uniforms, and more. Whatever your sport, Team Sports on South Main can fit your needs. Team Sports of Fond du Lac. Let our winning team serve yours.
It is halftime from the Goodrich Gymnasium, where the Fond du Lac Cardinals find themselves trailing the Terrors of Appleton West by a score of 37-32, an unfamiliar position for the Cardinals in this early season. Give credit, however, to the Terrors, who have played extremely well thus far in the first half, have done a nice job on the boards, out-rebounding the Cardinals actually in the first half by 3. Let's take a look at the full statistics here in the first half. The Cardinals, 12 for 23, shooting 52% from the floor. However, of course, as I said, still trailing this game by some 5 points. The Terrors, 15 for 31, 48%. The Terrors with a slight edge, as I said, 16-13 on the boards. Fond du Lac with 10 turnovers in the first half. Likewise, the Terrors with 10. Scoring leaders for the first half for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. They are led by Joe Harmson with 8. Down the line from there, Zakis with 6, 5 for Simon, Grams with 4, Wolf with 2, Harmson, Josh that is with 4, and Rock with 3, Rocky Brown. The Terrors are led by Oswald with 7, Erickson with 6, Redmond with 6, as well as Foster with 6, and Steger with 4.
Mike, I think a couple of things there. Number one, pretty good balanced scoring from Appleton West. Not that the Cardinals don't have good balanced scoring as well, but Appleton West with real fine balanced scoring out here. I think one statistic that you can really point to there, 10 turnovers for the Fond du Lac Cardinals in the first half of action against a non-pressing defense is too many.
Well, it certainly is. They've made some mistakes. They made a number of unforced errors, if we recall, a couple passes, where just basically it's as simple as not being on the same page as the rest of your teammates on the floor. And those have cost a little bit here in the first half, but a good test for them, and that's what they need.
And we're going to be right back with the second half of action here from the Goodrich Gymnasium right after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal Basketball Report.
The only thing that a good game is a good, great food from EATON'S Fresh Pizza. Mouth-watering pizzas, subs, and cheese baskets, all made to your order and just a phone call away. Or stop in and browse through our selection of baskets while you wait for your order. EATON'S Fresh Pizza, North Hickory Street, or visit our new location on South Park Avenue. Call Fondy's Take-Home Leader today.
Safe drivers should have an advantage. If you qualify, we can discount your auto insurance if we insure your home too. So call to get the Advantage discount from the Dennis Gutman Agency, American Family Insurance, North Main, Fond du Lac.
It's Lyle Birschbach's commitment to service that has made him Fond du Lac's choice for insurance for 17 years. Pick the agent that has earned your trust. Lyle Birschbach, American Family Insurance, North Main, Fond du Lac. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in years. Strike while the market is red hot. Tell Hometown Realty exactly what your needs are and let them go to work for you. Each Hometown agent is a multi-million-dollar producer and is ready to provide you with our famous Hometown personalized service. Hometown Realty of Fond du Lac. Come see us at 428 North Main Street.
Second half is about to get underway here from the Goodrich High School Gymnasium with the Cardinals trailing it at 37-32. Fond du Lac comes back with their first 5. Zakis, Simon, Grams, Joe Harmson, and Joe Wolf. They get an alley-oop here to the near side, and it works. Wow. And to Erickson, who's not that big, Mike. He's only 5'11".
No, it wasn't the size that got him there. It was just the execution.
Yep. Simon coming around, takes the ball to the hoop, won't drop. Joe Harmson had it, then lost it. No. And of call the foul here on Tom Steger. Steger with his third personal, first team foul.
You know, we talked in the first half about the Cards needing a good test. Okay, they've had the test. Now we'll see what they're made of. If they got the ability to come back in this game and show their talent, then they should be able to rise to this occasion.
Obina Udiz back into the basketball game. Now that's an interesting name, Mike. And I gotta wonder if maybe he isn't a foreign exchange student or something to tap it off. That's a possibility.
Yep.
Joe Harmson, the free throw line. Joe Harmson he has really struggled this year from the free throw line. Yep. He is now 0 of 4.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, Dave, he's not even coming close for all intents and purposes.
0 for 5. And if you're going to foul somebody late in the basketball game, there's the guy that you're going to be looking at, isn't it?
Well, at this point, until he works that out.
UB's post up here, and
3 seconds again.
3-second violation, caught in the lane that time. I believe was it or was it Pritzel?
Redmond for sure. They were both close. I'm not sure which one he whistled it for.
Three-quarter court or half-court token pressure applied now this time. 39-32 by 7 the West Tiers as Simon works it up. Got it here to Wolf. Wolf takes it down towards the hoop. He pulls up with a running 10-footer. The basket will not go down. Redmond clears it away. Boy, look at this. Appleton West can go up by 9 points here with a bucket, or even 10 with a three-pointer. Ostwald pulls up here at the free throw line, dumps it back out for UB's. UB's looks it off out of the rain at the near side. Now they come down low post. Turn around by Pritzel is good, and the lead is 9. For the Appleton West Terriers, 41-32. Simon got to pick out high from Golden, doesn't use it. Now reloads the basketball to Golden. They try to go run, give, go. Didn't get it to him, and the West Terriers will get it back, and Dick Diener wants timeout. 6:36 remain to be played here in the third quarter of action. Timeout on the court. West leads it, 41-32.
Time to get senior. Get more from Monarch. Get more for your money. Get more variety. And have more fun. Our award-winning staff is ready to provide you with quality photography at an affordable price. Make your senior portrait an enjoyable experience. Choose Monarch. Monarch Studio and Gallery, North Main, Fond du Lac.
Yeah, Dave, amongst this timeout right now, they're probably not been shooting the basketball. In the first half, they shot 52%. Their problem has just been execution. They're really lacking it tonight. They seem somewhat, for lack of a better word, I'm going to use the word, say, lackadaisical in their execution. They're just kind of supposedly going through the motions. They're not sharp. They're not crisp on their passes. They're not continuing their motions. And they've got to step it up real quick right now, or they can find themselves at the short end of this in a hurry.
So Erickson will bring it up here for the West Terriers. They got a chance to go up by 11 or 12. Yep. Give, go down underneath. Block.
Goaltend.
Goaltend. Gets
the board. Yep, that's the right call. And the Terriers.
And a foul, Mike. Oh. Wait a minute. Did they call the goaltend?
And a foul, yes.
Well, they haven't chalked the bucket up yet, but Joe Harmson gets the personal foul.
Well, if they don't.
His second, they did not count the bucket. This is just a foul.
Well, then give the Cardinals a break because they very well could have.
And he's going to shoot 2, so there was no goaltend.
Nope.
As Ostwald misses the front half. So he will get one more. Second is on the way and good.
And it's a 10-point, 42-32 bulge for West.
And who would have thunk that? Down court all alone was Jeff Simon. They didn't find him down there. Rocky Brown comes back to Adam Zekas. Cards with their smaller lineup into the basketball game here right now. As here's Zekas spinning down off of the baseline, and a blocking foul will be called on John Ostwald. That'll be his third. Just chatting a little bit last night with Dick Diener while we were getting ready to do that Springs-Winnebago game. And I said, you know, anytime you got a school that has gone down and won a state championship in football, they've got to have some athletes. And he thoroughly agreed with me that they're full of athletes. They might not necessarily be tremendous basketball players,
but they believe in winning at this point, David. Although it's a different sport, you have a winning attitude bred in your mind, and you can go out and perform pretty high.
Zekas cuts the deficit to 9, make it 8.
Well, the Cardinals have to step it up in the defensive end. That's where you start the kind of comeback trail. Got to play some good defense. Too much of turning the back on what's going on with your man.
And here's UB's high above the rim with a running one-hander. The baby skyhook would not go down. Zakis clears it away, and he'll bring it up court. He pulls, going to fire a three here. Off the back of the rim, no. Hoop wouldn't have it. And the rebound down and away, and here comes Pritzel back up with it.
Again,
Pritzel.
The Terrors Dave have done an excellent job on the boards tonight. Give them a lot of credit.
Pritzel, they look to post up here, and Zakis stepped in front of the pass and snatched it away. Got it right back once again. Takes it to the hoop. Running one-hander is blocked. There's Pritzel up high in the sky once again. Boy, I tell you, he and Redmond can really get off the ground. Val Erickson to the near side, the looping feed down to Redmond. Redmond, here comes UB's running around, running one-hander there, would knock it down. He had to battle, had to change his shot in midair because Graham's got up there with him. 42-34, Cards could cut to 6 here with a bucket. Zakis out between the two rings. Yo-yo's the dribble down here on Huning. Outside three-pointer, honeycombed away. Rebound inside to Hoops, and he overlaid it. And pulled down by Erickson for the Appleton West Terrors. Erickson will work it back up. Obina, UB's to the near side. He pulls up with a running 12-footer. No. Grams clears it away. Outlet pass to Brown. Up to Zakis. The sack here with a travel.
Yep.
And Joe Wolf and Josh Harmson will come in. Okay, guys, who's coming out? Joe Harmson. Cardinals right now.
Grams
went out. Okay. Now here is Jason Ramager up off the Pines. And Jeff Simon will come out.
So all three fresh bodies on the court for Coach Diener.
And Appleton West, meanwhile, got Redmond out of there and brought Foster back in. And Steger also into the basketball game. Tipped away here by Wolf. Tries to save from going OB. Jason Ramager does. Gets it up court here to Rocky Brown. 3-on-1 breakout. Here's Brown to the near side to Josh Herbson, and he'll lay it in.
Well, Dave, give a credit on that play. Good job by Jason Ramager all the way. He was tripled in the corner right in front of us down here. He got out of that very nicely and created a mismatch on the break.
And Gene Waddell wants timeout. 4 minutes, 11 seconds remain to be played here in the third quarter of action. Timeout on the court. West still leads it, 42-36.
At Lenz Sales and Service, not only sell quality cars, trucks, and vans, but we also provide complete auto services. From cleaning to detailing, our body shop can handle all your needs. Lenz is your name for service, equipped to handle service problems big or small. Lenz Sales Service, where nice cars, trucks, and vans are sold and serviced.
No one helps Fond du Lac County grow like Capelli Brothers and Dietrich Incorporated. Whether it's projects like Friendship School or Ginnings and Lewis, Capelli Brothers and Dietrich are the general contractors Fond du Lac County has looked to since 1950. Capelli Brothers and Dietrich, commercial, industrial, or institutional contractors. North Hickory Street, Fond du Lac.
Cardinals come back on the court now here with Wolf and Harmson on the front line. Adam Zakis, and then Ramon, Rocky Brown working the backcourt. And up court is Erickson here with the basketball. They post up, give go off the high post, strip free, and now a foul going to be called on Jason Ramon.
Got to go back, Dave, for that last basket the Cardinals got because it was set up again by the guy that just picked up the loose change, and the ball was knocked loose by Wolf. Ramager picks it up in the corner, and he was triple teamed, but his ability to get that ball out to somebody else enabled the Cardinals to get a big bust out with the 3-on-1 break.
Well, and what started it all was some good hustle, too, by Wolf.
Exactly.
Yep. Up to the high post. As they come onto the near side here now, it is Chris Pritzel. Look at this. They got Erickson on the backdoor feet. He'll lay it in.
Yeah, these guys move very, very well without the ball. And the Cardinals have been a number of times had their back turned to the man, not seen them going to the bucket. You haven't got caught.
Zakis here to the near side, working out of the coffin corner. Comes back out hole high now to Rocky Brown. Give it to Zakis once again. Adam reloads to Judge. Swinging out to the right side. There's Brown with the basketball. Rocky comes back out. Wolf going to shoot the three. Short for the rim. Rebound down and away. To Oswald. 46-36 and 3:13 remaining here in the third quarter of action, and you begin to start tearing some hair out a little bit.
Well, the Cardinals started to make a run to get back in this thing, and then the timeout, very timely timeout taken.
And the ball bank free here by the Rock, picked up by Adam Zakis. Adam quickly back up into the forecourt, dumps it on the near side for Ramager, comes cross court to Josh. He pulls up off the glass, won't drop. Tapped by Wolf, won't go. Rebound away to the West Hares. Oh my! And then they lost it on the baseline, and it'll go back to Fondula.
Cards have got to start taking advantage of some of these situations, getting 2 or 3 shots, but coming up empty.
Simon is in. High slam-a-jamma back in. Ramager comes out, and Joe Wolf will come out. Simon has to loop it way out here to Rocky Brown. He has played a lot here tonight. Simon, right side sidewalk, brings it back out hole high on the dribble, coming around again now is Zakis. Zakis played here by Erickson, giving to Brown. Brown had the three-pointer open, turns it down. Now give it to Sundance. Coming around to pick out high here, Zakis running one-hander. No basket, no shot.
No.
Foul called out ahead of it, I believe, on Tom Stager.
Zakis doing a good job of continuing to the basket and getting off a tough shot off the glass to fall through, but they're going to call it well before that.
Stager will have to come back out, and that hurts them, Mike, because I really feel that he is their floor leader. They have to come back now with Obina Udiz, and the ball club just does not seem to function quite as well when he's working out at that point guard position. Stager knows when to pull it up and go to the half-court offense, I think, a lot better. He is not the scorer, of course. Off of the baseline now, Rocky Brown. As coming around to help out, here is Zakis, gets a pick out high, spins away from it, running one-hander at the basket, threw that one over the top of his head and it won't drop. The rebound pulled down and away, and here comes Oswald, stolen away by Simon. Lead feed down court. Here's Joe Harpson, and he'll let in. 10 points in the ball game for Joe. 44-38. Now, they changed a bucket back there before, didn't they? Didn't that scoreboard read 46-36 before?
Yes, it did. I think
did.
that was an error. I thought they got that 10-point lead back awful quick.
Yeah, I thought so, too. It is back to 6, could go to 4. Lead feed down here to Josh. Bingo!
And a player down for the Terrors.
It's shaken up. Is that Erickson? It does appear to be. Gene Waddell out there to check on him. I think he got more of the wind knocked out of him than anything. And are we going to get a timeout here?
No, I don't believe so, Dan. Let's see if the official is going to bring him right back. Nobody called timeout here. What he's going to do is make him replace Erickson with another player and say, let's go play ball, boys. That's not an official timeout.
So Greg Hunick will come back into the basketball game. A tough situation there for Gene Waddell because Stager, with the 4 personal fouls, is on the bench. Dick Diener, of course, takes the time to quickly talk it over with his Chargers here. 1:25 remaining in the quarter. It's 44. Now, wait a minute. Did they wipe off the bucket or did they give it to us here? It's still 44-38, Mike. Did they call an offensive foul there?
Not that I saw.
Outside shot on the way will not drop. Air ball. Safe from going OB. UB's underneath and he'll put it in. Mike, they still have not chalked that bucket up on the scoreboard. It's 46-38. It should be 46-40 unless they wiped away Josh Harmson's basket. Round to the right side. Here is Joe Harmson. Golden comes down to Josh off of the baseline. Tosses back out here. Simon for 3. Good foul!
Foul and a shot is good and a foul.
And Joe Harmson's going to pick up a foul underneath.
Not exactly sure what they saw.
Well, they still have not chalked up that basket, Mike.
Now I'm beginning to wonder if they indeed...
Now, Dick Diener is asking for a check here. They did not chalk up the bucket from Josh Harmson. There was no foul called there that I was aware of. The only thing that could have wiped it out was an offensive foul. It should right now be 46-43. And they still can't iron it out at the scorer's desk. And wow, wouldn't that be something if this one just...
well, I think we'll get a ruling. The second official went back now.
Now they're going through the book here, see? Somebody at the scorer's table blew it here. It happened on Josh Harmson's bucket. And now Dick Diener wants a timeout. Dick Diener with... Well, here we go. They're not going to get credit for that basket. Do you believe it? That basket by Josh Harmson's going to get wiped out here. We have 48 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of action, and a timeout on the court with the score. Appleton West 46, the Fond du Lac Cardinals 41.
With 4 convenient locations, no one serves Fond du Lac like that. No matter what time, day or night, there is a location near you. Before, during, and after the game, Quick Trip satisfies the urge. We are open 24 hours a day and are ready to serve you with Fond du Lac's finest service. Quick Trip, your milk in a bag store.
The score hit 44-38 when Josh Harmson came down and laid in a basket. They can't do it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, they can't come up and do it, but it's we're going to get wiped out on a bucket here.
Yep. WIA rules prohibit any electronic devices and going back and checking. Is no instant replay as per se.
Well, if the Cardinals would somehow or another manage to lose this basketball game by that amount, but the score was 44. They've crossed up the score here a couple of times, Mike. At one point, it was 40. Now we got a technical foul. Technical foul now has been called on Dick Diener. So the West Terrors are going to shoot 2. I'll tell you, Mike, the scoreboard at one point read 46-36, and right. I had not caught where they mischarked one score. There's no doubt about that. And they airball the tee. Astwald at the free throw line airballed it. He will one more, and he missed that one as well.
Well, let's see if that can't the Cardinals point. That should do it right there. If that can't get them going.
Well, Josh Harmson's bucket, I got to put a circle around it.
Yeah, and put a little asterisk in the old book on that one.
Yep. Court, no less.
Yeah.
Here's Erickson into the high post, running one hander, offensive foul. Yep. On Pritzel. Well, maybe the scoring officials have done us a favor. There's no doubt that the crowd now has definitely gotten into this basketball game. 46-41 is apparently the official score. It should be 46-43, folks. About 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Here's Simon right down the lane, running one hander off the front of the rim. No. Rebound away to Golden, grabs, and a foul will be on Pritzel underneath.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Dave. We've turned up the noise factor a few levels.
Yep. I can see how the scenario comes about because
they were changing back and forth. They got caught.
And you had the injury. Yeah. You had the injury on the bucket.
But if you recall, we go back prior to that whole series.
But how could both the person on the clock and the person on the official book both miss it?
Yeah.
That just does not seem at all probable. Way up high post, they come down here, trying to come to Golden, grabs the ball back free by UBs. Back up court comes Erickson. 6 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Onto the near side. Do they know how much time is left? Now they're going to shoot the 3 way outside. It's good. Wow. Erickson for 3. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter of action. And our score here, after 3 quarters of play, it is Appleton West 49, the Fond du Lac Cardinals 41, or maybe 43. Back after this.
Fond du Lac Mosaic Tile to add beauty, quality, and value to building or remodeling projects. Ceramic and quarry tile, slate, mosaic and vinyl, and industrial carpeting, all installed by a trained professional craftsman. Competitive prices, incredible selection, and unmatched service. Fond du Lac Mosaic Tile, serving all your residential, commercial, and industrial needs.
We have 8 minutes of regulation play remaining. The Cardinals trail this ball one. There's the bucket right there by Josh Harmson.
No, that was the one by Joe earlier.
That was the one, yeah. That's not the one that we're looking for. But at any rate, the Cardinals will inbound here. Oh, we're going to take a look here at the 3 shot at the end of the quarter. That's what it's going to be. I do believe, maybe not? No. Well, we're going to
get back to live play here. There you look at it right there and the trail end of it.
That was it. Might want to pull the tape on that one. Right there. Mike missed one. We got
a basket and I missed two.
UB's with a rebound underneath, overlaid it. And tapped out of bounds, back. Oh, wow. Cardinals going to get a break here. Might have gone to Graham's, Mike. We were sitting in that replay. 49-43 by 6. The Appleton West Terrors. Zakis, looping feed down to high, slam a jam, and turns, bang out! 49-45, back to within 4. Left side sidewalk. Here's Ostwald with the basketball, pop it back out to UB's. Coming around now, Erickson comes out high. They'd rather have him on a wing, there's no doubt about it, and get Steger back in there. Turnaround jumper, here's Pritzel off the fall away, won't drop. Simon with the rebound. Looks for Rocky Brown, and Rocky comes back to help out. The Rock back across the timeline. Brown, right side sidewalk, spins down into the lane, ball bang free, picked away here by Pritzel. Outlet pass way up court to Oswald, running one-hander, no! The follow-up by Redmond won't go. Here's Oswald again, shot it short. Redmond shot it short again. Golden with a rebound, and Redmond with a foul out over the back. Count them, folks. 4 attempts at the basket by the West Terrors, and they missed them all. And a common foul. That is the 6th team foul. And on the right side, Jeff Simon for 3. He overshot the hoop. Mike, I got to ask you here again, that technical foul that was called on Dick Diener, that apparently counts as a team foul, correct?
I don't believe as a coach. It would count as a player on a team foul.
But I think it counts as a coach, too. At any rate, back up court, here comes Jeff Simon. Round to the right side, here's Zakis running one-hander there. He is fouled by Erickson, I believe. That will be it. Erickson will pick up the personal foul, his 2nd. That will put them over the limit. Because I only had 2 team fouls for us in the half. And there are 3 on the board, and I do believe that that is the case.
I know a technical on a player now is officially a team foul.
But I think on the bench it's counted as a team foul too. Zakis to the free throw line, and he misses the front half.
And today's game brought to you by Consultants Laboratory in Wisconsin. When your position requires lab work, Consultants Lab is ready to serve you with 3 convenient locations. Brookside Medical Center, St. Agnes 8th floor, and 14 North Main Street. Or call 929-9300 if we can be of service to you.
Zakis rims a pair of them out, and it's still a 4-point deficit for the Cardinals. Left side, they got Steger back into the basketball game now. Down low, here is Foster, pops it back out for Erickson, reloading to Steger. Out to the left side, back out high again, Erickson. Erickson looks for Steger, give him the ball, free throw line extended, he is played by Jeff Simon, Sundance. As Erickson comes back out, they have really slowed the tempo here now, trying to eat some clock with 5:37 remaining. Steger blocked by Golden. Rebound Simon. Outlet pass down to Zakis, running one-hander. No good. Blocking foul will be called here on John Ostwald, and that is his 4th.
And the Terrors, Dave, have come out ice cold here in the 4th frame. They are 0 for 6 from the floor.
But still lead this ball game by 4. Adam Zakis will go back to the free throw line. He is now 2 of 4, and he should be shooting a pair here, and he will. 5.5 minutes remaining, 49-45. Zakis has missed 3 in a row from the free throw line. Wow. Gets the next one. Yep. It's a 3-point basketball game. 49-46 with 5:27 remaining. And back up court, Zake here with a steal. Erickson got it back once again. Hunick now coming up to help out. Erickson slips to the floor, but retrieves the ball anyway. Erickson coming down into the lane, reloads it back outside. Hunick got it down low here now to Foster. Gonna turn, blocked by Hudson. Here's Simon back up court with the basketball. Sundance tipped away by Stager and out of bounds.
So the tempo of this game has really changed, Dave. The Terrors have slowed down and really got totally out of the offense that got them here. I think they're seeing themselves looking over their shoulders a little bit.
Looping feed in here to Golden. A three would tie it. Sundance. Cross court, comes to Zakis, takes the hoop, blocked from behind. Who are they going to call it on here, Erickson or Pritzel? Pritzel's going to get the foul. And he now with 4. They have Stager, Oswald, and Pritzel all with 4 personal fouls. You lose any one of those 3, and it would be a little bit catastrophic to Appleton West. Zakis to the line.
Adam now has found the range. 2 consecutive free throws have found nothing but net.
49-47, back to within 2. Cardinals have trailed by as many as 10 in this ball game. Can't hit the second. And they'll leave it in the backcourt for Erickson, and Matt Erickson is going to work it up. Erickson, left side sidewalk. Hunick going to shoot for 3. Back of the rim, hoop wouldn't have. Sundance with the rebound. Give the low outlet pass here to Rocky Brown. He's going to slow it up and work it across the timeline. Up high post they come here to Grams. Golden takes it down the lane. Now dumps out to Rocky. Three-pointer. Off the front of the rim. No. Tap. Out of bounds. Who? Back to the Cardinals.
0 for 8 in the quarter now are the Terrors. They have yet to put a point on the board in the 4th frame. In 3.5 minutes.
Where was it coming in here to the 4th quarter? I didn't mark the score down.
Oh, take away 6. That's all we had, so it would have been 41.
Yeah, that's right. Zakis, looping feet is stolen away. Picked off here by John Ostwald. Ostwald down left side, looping feed comes down underneath here. Pritzel going to shoot it from there, still can't hit it. Tap free, still free, picked up again by Pritzel. Outside, Ostwald coming in the lane. UB's shot is good.
Oh, they finally connect after 10 opportunities.
51-47. We have 4:05 remaining. And the Cardinals trailing it by 4.
You would have liked to see the Cardinals take a little better advantage of that drought that the Terrors had offensively.
And Rocky Brown throws it away. Picked off here by Erickson. Here come the Terrors on the run. UB's knocked away and out of bounds. And it will go back to Appleton West.
3:51 left. 51-47. The Terrors lead.
Bring it in to Ostwald. Right back to Erickson out of the coffin corner. UB's stepping in front of it is Simon. And an intentional foul will be called on Obina UB's.
Yep, a pretty good call there. Simon steps in front and is about to intercept the pass, and as soon as he does, UB's grabs the jersey from him back, and that is automatic. A 2-shot foul, plus the Cardinals will inbound the ball. So a 4-point, possibly 5-point opportunity here for the Cardinals.
Jeff Simon is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He'll get a pair here. He missed the front half.
Oh, and he has struggled from the charity stripe tonight.
Cardinals have missed on 5 out of 7 tosses here in the quarter. Gets the second one. Well, now you need a 3-pointer to tie. Still plenty of time here, folks, with 3:44 remaining. Cardinals will inbound at midcourt. Bring it into Rocky Brown. Rocky works on UB's. Round to the right side now. Jeff Simon with the basketball. Give it back here to Golden Grams. Grams coming right down the lane. He lost the handle on the ball. Zakis got it back, and then he's fouled by Erickson.
Well, Zakis was right place at the right time. Grams is trying to take the ball hard to the basket. Gets knocked loose off his knee. Fortunately, Zakis is right there to pick up the change.
Third personal foul there on Erickson. Adam Zakis will go to the free throw line. He may be starting to press a little bit now.
Timeout's going to be taken.
And we're going to get a timeout taken here
by the Terrors.
by Appleton West. We have 3:31 remain to be played. Time out of the corner. Appleton West 51. The final at Cardinals 48. Back after this.
It's a feeling you'll never forget. When you've done business with Feldner Chevrolet GM Marine, you'll never forget that feeling of being treated like you're our #1 priority. Feldner Chevrolet Geo and Marine, serving the area for over 50 years. See us for your next auto, truck, snowmobile, or boat. Feldner Chevrolet Geo and Marine, Main Street, St. Cloud.
Visit Classic Kitchens, Highway 23 and 41 on the West Frontage Road. Our unique kitchen and bathroom showroom is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday till noon, or evenings by appointment. We design and install and give free estimates. Classic Kitchens, Highway 23 and 41 on West Frontage Road.
The other factor, Dave, as we go down the stretch here, to keep in mind at this point, 31 to go, the Eagles will be shooting the rest of the way out. The Terror is still, what, 3-4 falls away from that opportunity.
Right. Zakis with a 1+. He missed the front half. Oh, my. Adam. And the ball knocked away and out of bounds. Who's it going to belong to here? No decision as yet by the officials.
I think you'll see a jump ball call, Dave, and go to alternate possession. They're calling a foul. They're going to put Zakis back. Oh, I know what it is, Dave. That was a 2-shot opportunity for Zakis. This is what they commonly call a correctable error.
Correct. So Adam to the free throw line to shoot the second half of 2. He got that one to go down. 51-49 by 2, Appleton West with 3:24 remaining. Erickson back into the forecourt and a reach-in foul on Golden Graham. Not a good one there.
Foolish foul up the 25 feet away from the basket there.
Well, the first personal on Graham's. That will be the 4th team. And I thought I just heard the announcer say it was the 5th team foul, but the scoreboard still says 4. I don't know if we can trust the scoreboard anymore, though. 51-49. It should be a tie basketball game in all reality, but it's not. Out of the near Kaufman corner, Erickson going to shoot it from there, off the back of the rim. Hoop wouldn't have. And up to get, here's UB's. UB spins down on Simon. Shot blocked by Sundance, and Golden grabs with the rebound. Outlet pass comes to Rocky Brown, and here come the Cardinals back the other way. Leave it out for Simon, round to the right side. Zakis going to shoot the 3. It's going to be short. Tapped into the hands of Grabs, blocked. And the back out, saved from going obeyed by Redmond. And Fritzl works it across the timeline with 2:42 left. Ostwald, UB's come to the hoop, running one-hander, no, foul on Joe Harmson. Joe Harmson will pick up the personal. That is his 4th. And Obina, UB's, will go to the free throw line. He has 4 points overall. He can get up in the air, but
has not had a good shooting touch thus far.
Well, he's really going up in the land of the Giants there. There's no doubt about that. UB's really only 5'11", going against 6'8" inside there. He missed the front half. Second one is good. UB's with 5 on the night. It's 52-49 with 2:35 remaining. And Rocky Brown will bring it back up. The Rock, round to the right side. Give it a Sundance. Pops it back out to Grams. Working hole high. He traveled as he went down the lane, and now they're going to call the foul. Okay.
Call a tripping foul inside.
Which is what it should have been. And this one whistled on Redmond. He has 3.
The Cardinals have got to start converting these free throws consistently.
We have missed on 6 out of 10 here in the quarter. Grams. Well, if you drop this one, you can look right at the free throw statistics for it. Missed them both. Up to get is Zakis. Saves it. Eric dumps it back out to Zakis. Give it the Rock up between the 2 rings. Rocky, left side sidewalk. And now in trouble, needs some help. Got it down low here to Grams, off for the baseline. It's gone by Eric. Golden redeems himself for those missed free throws, and it's 52-51. The Cardinals are within one with 2 minutes remaining. Erickson, they look to go backdoor, now reloaded once again. Erickson working off a pick out high, had to change the shot, dumps it off. Redmond gonna shoot it there, short for the rim. Grams up to get it. Golden will leave it in the backcourt. And now for Rocky Brown. And the Rock brings it up with 1:40 remaining. The Cardinals trail by 1. Here's Simon for 2. Bingo! The place explodes.
And the Cardinals up for the first time in a long time.
Oh boy, since the first half. UB's off of the baseline, 12-footer. That one won't drop. And the ball slapped free, picked up by Simon. Down court is Zekas cheating on the break. Zekas coming in, running with Hanner. Oh, you related. 1:13 left. And West has the basketball. And will Gene Waddell work for one? He is going to take a timeout. 1:05 remain to be played in this basketball game. Timeout on the court. Fond du Lac leads it at 53-52.
Serious sports fans know. They know who is the Fox Valley's largest satellite system dealer, who has the area's largest big screen TV, all on display. They know who the leader is for quality name TV and VCR repair. And they know where to go for quality brand names like Zenith, Magnavox, Philips, and General Instrument. Serious sports fans go to Design Electronics. Design Electronics, Van Dyne Road, North Fond du Lac.
Dave, the Appleton West is giving the Cardinals an opportunity after this game in the fourth quarter. They are 1 for 14 from the field. Now, of course, you got to turn around the Cardinals and picking up the defense and forcing that situation to occur. Have but one field goal here.
They will get Stager now back into the basketball game. I'm surprised that he had not come back in earlier, although UB's was going in right with the big guys down underneath, and I think Gene Waddell liked that idea. 1:02 remaining as Erickson crosses the timeline. On the near side, pop it back out between the two rings now. Ostwald, as they'll come off to Stager, right back to Erickson. Stager, high post to Redmond, dumps it out. They might work for one here to try to win this basketball game, which would be a huge, oh my, huge upset. Erickson, round to the left, especially on the road.
You bet.
Stager with 30 seconds remaining. Took it down to the baseline. Rocky Brown with a blocking foul. The Rock with his second personal.
And that will not be shooting yet.
No, you're right. It won't.
Harris will just be inbounding the ball. And obviously, going to look for one shot here.
Now they have that as team foul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Round to the near side here. 22 seconds to clock down to. Waddell wants another timeout. Well, we'll keep this one right here. They're going to play to win this thing at the buzzer, Mike. I'm quite convinced of that.
Yes, there's no question right now. Coach Gene Waddell is kind of going against the principle here, and normally say you don't do that on the road. You try to score as soon as possible. He feels that the Cardinals have had the momentum here late in the game, and he's got to take one chance to win this thing on one shot at the buzzer.
Well, who are they going to go to?
Well, as you said, Dave, they kind of dispersed the wealth around a little bit tonight. I don't know that you can even look for one particular guy.
Yeah, I think you got to look probably for, number one, either Pritzel, who was hot in the second quarter, or Erickson. Erickson had 7 in the third.
But neither of whom have scored at all in the fourth.
Well, they only have 3 points here in the entire fourth quarter. And even with just picking up 3 points, Mike, the Cardinals have come up with really but 12.
Cardinals have played the majority of this game, Dave, with that 3-guard offense. Have really only gone with 2 big men.
So they work it in here to Erickson. Clock to 17. Erickson to the near side as here's Ostwald. Trying to dump it out. Stolen away by Simon. Down to 10 seconds. Simon coming to the hoop. No, but a foul.
Jeff Simon with great anticipation I'm sure that the Cardinals would like to get a intentional foul on that. They will not say so.
No, they're not going to get an intentional. Are we going to get another timeout taken here?
No, I don't believe so. Not as of yet at any rate.
Foul was on Erickson.
Now the Cardinals are going to take one.
And Fond du Lac now will take one.
The thing here,
there's still a lot of time left on the clock.
well, it's 7 seconds on the clock, but the Cardinals have a 1-point lead. Simon will shoot 2 free throws. Keep in mind, they can still tie it up if he makes both free throws, and they've shot the line thus far. But if he makes both, West can tie it with a 3-point.
Correct.
And if he only makes 1 of 2, they can go down and
win it with a 3.
So an awful lot of things can happen.
There's probably enough time, Mike, for them to come down and shoot a 3 and still try to crash the boards to get a 2-point bucket on a rebound to tie the basketball game. So I would think that Gene Waddell will probably be looking for that manner and look for Erickson to try to come down and pump the 3 if they are going to shoot a 3.
Well, what you got to do right here is, first of all, now, a couple ways to go here in this game, and I'll tell you what I would do. Number one, you got to hit the 2 free throws. Then you got some opportunities. If a guy's got a good chance for a 3, take the foul, put him at the free throw line and shoot 2. If you've got the
shoot 3 on a foul on a 3-point try.
If he's shooting a 3, no, of course not.
Right.
I mean, you take the foul as he's coming across half court. Just an option. Not saying they're going to do it.
Okay.
It's an option that you can go to.
Cardinals pull everybody off of the lane. It's a 1+1 here for Jeff Simon, and he gets the first. And then falls down to a knee.
That was a big one, because the pressure on these guys has got to be enormous, because they realize how they struggle at the line tonight.
Simon. Good.
That's big. That's big.
That is very big, because now the best that West can do is tie it. Onto the near side. Here's the 3 by Oswald. Off the mark. No. Tap. No. Ball game. Holy cow. The Cardinals have survived an enormous scare out here tonight from an upstart Appleton West basketball team that have won this ball game by a final of 55-52.
Boy, Dave, a struggle it was, and give a lot of credit to West. They really stuck it to the Cardinals tonight. They played a whale of a game against Fond du Lac, but the Cards came strong down the stretch where they had to. They had to fight back. They showed some of that resilience. That's going to make them a better club down the line.
They hold Appleton West to just 3 points here in the 4th quarter of action. The final once again, Fond du Lac 55, Appleton West 52. Back to wrap it up for you after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal Basketball Report.
Building or rebuilding, Matrix Interior Supply is your quality source for kitchen and bath cabinetry, facing countertops, and closet systems. We feature hardwood windows which boast the highest Insul-8 value in the industry. Matrix Interior Supply, Morris Court, Fond du Lac.
Marine Credit Union is there to serve all your financial needs. With low-interest loans and flexible terms, borrowing money is easy. With savings accounts, certificates of deposit, money management accounts, IRAs, and Christmas Club savings, putting money away for upcoming needs or retirement is simple. And with direct deposit or payroll deduction, saving or making payments are even more convenient. So stop in to any one of our 3 full-service offices, located in Fond du Lac, North Fond du Lac, and Waupun, to serve you better.
Welcome back once again to the Goodrich High School Gymnasium here this evening. A thriller tonight for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. 55-52 is the final score. In all reality, if you guys will sit down and count the baskets up through the course of the tape being played back, it should have been 57-52. Right. And wow, I tell you, but even at 57-52, Mike, what a job tonight by Appleton West. Their game plan coming in here obviously worked very well. They executed very well until the 4th quarter.
Well, they really did, Dave. 2 things. Their execution, I thought, was great. You know, I'm impressed with 2 things that this club does. They were totally outmanned size-wise, and they stuck it to the Cardinals, actually out-rebounded by 4. that did a good job on the boards. Number two, this team moves extremely well without the basketball. And the Cardinals, for the first 3 quarters, really got caught on numerous occasions turning the head and lost their man. They go right to the bucket and they'll give goal situations. And they came up with some pretty good shots. And a lot of credit to the Terriers. I thought they played an outstanding basketball game tonight against the Cardinals. But you say up until the 4th quarter, well, I got to turn around and say the Cardinals, they really stepped up their defense in the 4th frame. Actually, the Terriers, they go 1 for 15 from the field. You don't do that without some guys in your face all period long there. The Cardinals did an outstanding job defensively, but that's what you got to do to get back in ball games. You don't make it up by shooting the eyes on the bucket, and when you're down as much as 10 points as they were in a quarter, you've got to start it by defense. You make stops defensively, you turn it around and go to the offensive side. The Cardinals didn't exactly light up the scoreboard in the 4th quarter to get back in this game.
No.
They were only 4 for 9 from the field. They shot in the 4th quarter only 9 attempts. They worked their way back by the defensive route. But boy, oh boy, Dave, free throws. They got to be awful fortunate to win this ball game.
Cardinals tonight were only 12 of 25 from the free throw line for 48%. Appleton West really wasn't that terrific themselves. They were 9 of 14 for 64% here in the basketball game. And what really hurt the West Terriers coming down the stretch was the fact that the Cardinals did not put them to the free throw line. Appleton West here in the second half of action shot but 6 free throws in the entire second half. So Fond du Lac, as you said, steps up the defense a notch here in the 4th quarter. And did we ever, I guess it's off the scoreboard here now, we never did put them in the bonus here in the second half of action.
We finished with 16 fouls for the second half. And again, yeah, that's a good credit to the Cardinals. They really get, it wasn't... It was a totally exciting game. I don't know if I would call it a pretty game, but it was a really
very exciting game.
It was a very exciting game, and it was from the word go. I mean,
yep.
And the Appleton West got out on to a quick start in this game, played extremely well, and now we can sit back and say that was a great test for the Cardinals.
Yeah. Take a look here very quickly at scoring in the basketball game. Appleton West was led tonight by Matt Erickson. He had 13 points in the basketball game. 10 points for John Ostwald and for Chris Pritzel. They're the 3 in double figures. 6 points for Redmond. 5 for Obina Ubiz. 6 points for Foster coming off the bench. And Steger with 4 points for the Appleton West Terriers. Steger, when he had to go out of the basketball game too, and he sat out much of the 4th quarter with 4 personal fouls, and I do think that hurt Appleton West. I really think that he was a floor leader out there, and you noticed once he left, Erickson came out and played the point guard spot. When Steger came back in, Erickson pretty much remained out at the point guard position, and I'm not so sure that Gene Waddell wanted to leave things that way, but as long as Erickson had been out there the bulk of the game, I guess he felt he had to stay with that regard.
A good example there, the Cardinals have to be how fortunate for the depth they have. Obviously, Appleton West did not have the kind of depth that Fond du Lac has, and when those situations arise on the other side of the bench, or the Cardinals have, they can go deeper down the line and not create those situations. Yeah,
they only went down to 8 people, 3 people coming off of the bench, Ubiz, Foster, and one more here, Greg Hunick, coming off the bench for them. That was about it. The Fond du Lac Cardinals, meanwhile, tonight were led by Jeff Simon. He had 13 points in the basketball game, including the winning bucket, or the bucket at least. Yeah, well, it turns out to be the winning bucket because it was the bucket that gave the Cardinals a 53-52 lead. 12 points.
And a pair of free throws down the stretch.
And a pair of free throws down the stretch.
And the steal.
Yep. And 12 points here tonight for High Slamma-Jamma Harmson with a good first half for High Harmson. He had 8 points in that first half of action. Josh had officially 6 points in the basketball game, but he should have been credited with 8. He's the one that went in hard to the hoop and winds up not getting credit for a bucket that was never put in the scorebook and consequently never put on the scoreboard. Points in the basketball game here for Adam Sakis, and he had a real off night from the free throw line out here this evening. Rocky Brown played a real nice steady floor game tonight, Mike. He had 1 3-point bucket in the basketball game, and obviously head coach Diener likes him out there at that point guard position because he played a lot.
Yeah, he certainly did, Dave. He was out there for the majority of the game, by the far the most we've seen him play in a given game this year, and that's a good job. He distributes the ball very well and really takes care of the show on the offense. Quick look at the final stats from today's game. The Cardinals, 19 for 46 from the field, 41%. The Terrors, 21 for 56, 38% shooting tonight. Widely due to the fact of 1 for 15 once again in the fourth quarter. Terrors with a slight edge in the boards, 33 to 29. Fond du Lac with 15 turnovers, but only 5 in the second half. The Terrors with a total of 20 turnovers in tonight's game.
So that will wrap it up for you here from the Goodrich High School Gymnasium. The Cardinals win it 55-52, remain undefeated on the 1992-93 season. And I got to remember here, Friday night they travel to Oshkosh West to take on the West Indians in Oshkosh. Now, a couple of things coming up for us, we hope. On Friday night, we got to get a couple of things ironed out here. On Friday night, we are going to be at St. Mary Springs High. Well, they will take on Valley Lutheran in a key conference basketball game for St. Mary Springs. And then on Saturday night, we're going to have high school hockey action. It'll be the St. Mary Springs Ledgers playing host to Madison East. Next Tuesday night, the Fond du Lac Cardinals will be back here at their home on the home court, and the final visit ever for Ron Einerson,
right, from the Neenah Rockets.
From the Neenah Rockets, they will be in town, and Ron Einerson is going to retire following this basketball season, so it will be his final time here at Goodrich High School. And I'm sure there are going to be some nice things said over the PA and what have you. Ron Einerson, one of the finer basketball coaches in the state of Wisconsin. My thanks going out here this evening to my video sports crew. It's been a short crew out here tonight without any graphics and what have you. Nancy Marco has handled the technical director duties in the van here tonight. Our lone camera guy up topside, Goodrich High student Shane Ford. Mike Pfeiffer has had all the statistics on the basketball game out here tonight, and of course the color commentary. Fond du Lac wins at 55-52, the final score. They remain undefeated on the 1992-93 season. For Mike and the rest of the video sports staff, I'm Dave Preston, wishing each and every one of you a very pleasant good night, reminding you that this has been a video sports presentation. Thanks for viewing us here on your station for Cardinal basketball, Cable 21.